His fate is in the hands of the jury. Deliberations have wrapped up for the day, but jurors will be back first thing in the morning.
That's right, Craig. 8 a.m. jury deliberations begin again, and boy, does this jury have a lot to consider in a case that is getting national attention. The I-Team's Craig Cheatham is showing exactly what pieces of evidence they're looking at and how it all plays a role in this trial.
One of the first pieces of evidence was the scene of the shooting. The jury went there at the beginning of the trial.
I need a direct question. Do you have your license on?
The key evidence was the video of the shooting. The jury watched all of it and saw Sam Dubose die.
I remember thinking, oh my God, he's going to run me over and he's going to kill me.
The prosecution's evidence included testimony from an expert on policing practices who said that Tensing violated protocol by reaching into Dubose's car during the traffic stop. Tensing had claimed he was dragged by the vehicle, but the expert said Tensing was not dragged and the shooting was not justified. An evidence examiner for the county coroner's office testified there wasn't car paint on Tensing's belt that might indicate he was dragged.
That he's going to run me over and he's going to kill me.
On the witness stand, Tensing stuck to his story. And even under intense cross-examination, the former UC officer insisted that he was dragged by the car and shot Dubose because he feared for his life.
He's got his foot mashed in the accelerator and his back tire is going to run me over.
But the chief deputy coroner, who estimated she's performed about 2,500 autopsies, disputed the defense's claim that Tensing fired as he was falling and being dragged by Dubose's car. She said the bullet went through Dubose's head downward, not upward, as it should have done if Tensing shot Dubose as he was falling back. A use of force witness for the defense testified that the shooting was justified. The defense also presented videos of Tensing stopping motorists previously. In those videos, Tensing is shown being courteous, and the defense argued he was not the type of person who would murder someone. In the newsroom, Craig Cheatham, 9 on your side.
And joining me is Marty Pinellas, legal expert for us and a defense attorney. And Marty, so much evidence in this case, a quick case. Which pieces of evidence for the prosecution, let's start there, do you think are key?
Oh, I think the video is the key in the whole foundation of the prosecution's case.
What about, I mean, we've heard Joe Dieter say the video doesn't lie. It is what it is. You watch it. Pete Meyer said the same thing today in closing. You can't get away from the fact that it is what it is. Is that right?
Absolutely, and it makes each juror an eyewitness to the event, so that each juror can look at that, draw their own conclusions as to what that video shows.
And we have not had the jury, at least as far as we know, ask for anything, but should they want to see that video again, what happens?
Well, normally they will ask a question of the jury. It's sent out by the foreman or forewoman, and the judge decides, and they have every right to listen to. They may ask for part of it, but the judge may require them to listen to the entire tape back in the courtroom when all are seated.
Not in the jury room, back in the courtroom.
Generally, it is totally done in the courtroom with the defendant, his lawyer, the prosecutors, the judge sitting there.
And so for the defense, key pieces of evidence, I would assume that's Ray Tensing on the stand being sort of a human being.
Absolutely. Tensing's attorney had to humanize him. And you know, he's in an odd position. He is a police officer, and around the country, police officers have been targets. And what went through his mind was his testimony. And it is that split second, a photograph of that moment.
All right, Marty Pinellas, thanks so much.